This is a story from Nigeria, a story of love, a story of kindness, a story of choosing the heart, not the pocket. A long time ago, in the town of Ibadan, there lived a young man named Adewale. Adewale came from a rich family, very rich. His father owned big cocoa farms. His mother ran a fabric business. They had many cars, a big house, beautiful clothes, servants, food every day. But Adewale was not like many rich men. He was kind. He was gentle. He listened. He gave to the poor. He always said, "Money can build a house, but kindness builds a home." But in the same town, on the other side, lived a young woman named Temitope. People called her Titi. Titi lived in a small house with her mother. Her father had died years ago. They had little, but they had love. Titi helped her mother sell fruit and kola nuts. She woke up early to fetch water, sweep the compound, and prepare food. She smiled through the hardship. She gave even when she had nothing left. Titi's mother always told her, "My daughter, we may be poor in pocket, but never be poor in character." One sunny morning, Adewale was driving to his father's farm. He sat at the back of the black SUV, looking out the window. The air was fresh. The road was dusty. Suddenly, he told the driver to stop. There, by the roadside, was a small fruit stand. Under a tree, a young woman was arranging oranges, bananas, and kola nuts. It was Titi. She looked up and smiled. "Good morning, sir," she said politely. Adewale stepped out. He bought some oranges. As he reached for his wallet, he saw something. A small boy, barefoot and hungry, stood by the tree. Titi noticed too. She gave the boy an orange, then gave him water from her own bottle. Adewale watched in silence. This girl, she had so little, but gave so much. "Thank you," he said. She nodded. "It's nothing, sir. We must help one another." He left that day thinking about her smile. Adewale began to stop by more often. Each time he bought fruit. Sometimes he didn't even eat them. He just wanted to talk to Titi. He learned that she had not finished school. He learned that her mother was sick sometimes. He learned that she loved reading but had no books. Titi also began to notice something. This rich man was different. He was quiet, respectful, and never showed off. One day, he brought her a book. Another day, he brought her medicine for her mother. But he never made her feel small. He never looked down on her. They laughed together. They spoke about life. And slowly, love began to grow. But not everyone was happy. Adewale's parents noticed the change in him. He was spending time away from parties, away from business. One evening, his mother said, "Adewale, we heard you've been speaking to that fruit girl. Is it true?" "Yes, Mama. Her name is Titi, and she is wonderful." His father frowned. "Son, we did not raise you to marry beneath your class. She has no name, no money, no connection. Think of the family name they want him. They said he would lose his inheritance. They said people would laugh." On the other side, Titi's mother was worried too. She said, "My daughter, rich men like to play. They promise sweet words, but marry someone else. Protect your heart," Titi cried at night. She loved Adewale, but she feared being left behind. Then, one day, bad news came. Titi's mother became very sick. They had no money left. Titi tried to sell all the fruit she could. She even worked at night, washing clothes for neighbors. When Adewale heard, he rushed to their house. He brought a doctor. He paid the bills. He stayed by Titi's side for hours. Her mother, weak but awake, looked at him and said, "Do you love my daughter, or do you feel sorry for her?" "I love her," Adewale said. "I have met many rich people, but no one has a heart like his. That day, Titi's mother saw his truth, but the pressure did not stop. Adewale's parents arranged a meeting with another rich family. They introduced him to a young woman named Ronke. Ronke was beautiful, rich, educated, but she was proud. She laughed at poor people. She looked down on market women. Adewale could not connect with her. His parents begged him, "Marry Ronke, build the family name. Forget this village girl." Adewale said no. One night, Titi met Adewale under the same tree where they first met. She held his hand. She said, "I love you, but I do not want to cause pain. If your parents will suffer, if your name will be destroyed, I will walk away." Adewale held her hand tighter. He said, "You are not a shame. You are my pride. If I must give up wealth for love, I will." Titi cried. She had never felt so loved. She said, "Then let us stand together." Adewale called a family meeting. Elders came. His parents came. Titi and her mother came. He stood up and said, "I will not marry for money. I will not marry for status. I will marry for love. Titi has a good heart. She has taught me more than any school. She gives when she has nothing. She smiles through pain. If you cannot bless us, we will go with nothing, but we will go with love." There was silence. Then Adewale's mother wiped her eyes. She said, "I was once poor too. I had nothing when your father met me. Perhaps I forgot. Titi reminds me of myself." His father nodded slowly. "If this is your choice, then we bless it." The wedding was small, but full of joy. Children danced. Elders prayed. There was food, music, and love in the air. Adewale and Titi built a new house, not too big, but full of peace. They helped others. They gave scholarships. They opened a small school. Titi taught girls how to read. Adewale helped farmers get better tools. They used their love to lift others. So, my friend, this is the story of Adewale and Titi, a rich man who chose love, a poor girl who gave from the heart, two hearts from two worlds, joined by kindness. Let this story remind you, money buys things, but love gives meaning. Kindness never goes out of style. And sometimes the richest people are the ones with the poorest pockets, but the richest hearts. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, and like for more interesting African stories.